It was one of those mellow evenings on the Creature Features set. I'd been planning a trip to South America, and I thought a little reading from the Black Lagoon travel guide would help defer some of the inflationary costs one normally encounters on the Amazon River. And then I began to feel drowsy. I felt some primeval urge come over me. I felt I was sliding backward through evolutionary history to a time when man didn't walk the earth, but other beings did. Beings only half human, beings submerged as shadowy, indefinable images in our worst nightmares. Well, I knew it was the holiday time of year, but I had no idea that Santa Claus was going to bring me a present like this. Well, I wanted you to see my 3D glasses just to see how people used to look when they went to see The Creature from the Black Lagoon back in 1953 when it was first released to theaters. Now, I talked to my manager here at Channel 2. I wanted to show you the original 3D version, but he said it would be too costly to send the 3D glasses to each and every one of you out there. So instead, we're going to be stuck with the 2D version. Now, the 2D version is the kind that's flat. You can look at it on your set at home, have fun with it, but you will not see the exciting depth. You will not see the things they throw at you into the camera lens. You're going to miss that tonight in our movie, The Creature from the Black Lagoon. But just to get you in the mood for The Creature, I dug up a little clip here. It's a trailer from The Revenge of the Creature, which was the sequel to tonight's movie, just to let you see the mayhem and the murder that you're in store for.
You could be the first man to scientifically study a creature that, by all the laws of nature, should have died 250,000 years ago.
Doc, didn't you say that among the lower animals there were no natural enemies as long as they were well fed?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, maybe so, Doc, but there were 4 rats in there when I changed my lights. Now there's only 3. It's my considered opinion that rat number 4 is sitting inside that cat.
Are you sure you fed them all this morning?
Sure, I always feed them. How'd you get in here?
They dared to bring him back alive from his haunts deep in the jungles of the Amazon. They dared to put him on display with the other denizens of the deep, while thousands came to marvel and wonder.
You know, I pity him sometimes. He's so alone. The only one of his kind in the world.
If anything goes wrong, you head straight for the surface, you understand? All right, let's go.
They dared to study him, to probe him, to tempt him with the lure of a woman's beauty, thinking that mere chains could hold in check the primeval forces that surged and roiled within this strange being from the dawn of time.
Hey, look! He broke the chain!
Now this is an animation cell from Walt Disney's The Aristocats, which is reopening in Bay Area theaters next Friday, December 19th. It's been donated to us by Karen Anderson, director of the Circle Gallery at 781 Beach Street in San Francisco. Now, if you'd like to win this beautiful cell, just write to me and describe your favorite scene from any Walt Disney movie. The most imaginative and original entry will win, and I'll present the cell right here on Creature Features on Saturday night, probably in January. Just write to me at High Class Cats, number 1 Jack London Square, Oakland, California 94607. Get those entries in right away. Well, later tonight, about 20 or 30 minutes into our movie, I'm going to present a behind-the-scenes report on the making of the creature from the Black Lagoon. Also, I have scenes from the new Robert Altman film Popeye. It's not an animated version. This features actors Robin Williams and Shelley Duvall. We've got some funny scenes of them from the film. And you're going to meet the creature from the Black Lagoon. And now a behind-the-scenes report on the thing that came out of the primeval ooze, throwback to the dawn of creation, the Gill-man. '53 was the year of the great science fiction boom, and Universal Studio wanted to cash in with a new monster. The film, The Creature from the Black Lagoon. The stars Richard Carlson, hot from It Came from Outer Space, and Julia Adams, a shapely Universal starlet. It started in the imagination of Jack Kevin, working under makeup man Bud Westmore, as part of a team assigned to come up with a new slime creature. Kevin and others sculpted a headpiece from foam latex. The man chosen to play the creature underwater was Rico Browning, an excellent swimmer who could hold his breath for as long as 5 minutes. Browning became an underwater photography specialist as a result and went on to work with Ivan Tors and the Flipper TV series. Now, the finished suit was a one-piece affair entered through a back opening which zipped and snapped shut. The webbed hands, feet, and head were separate pieces which also zipped or snapped on. The suit was one of the biggest projects in Hollywood at the time, and special curing ovens had to be built. The final cost, $12,000. And the monster suit even became the cover story for Mechanics Illustrated. Browning sometimes spent entire days in the water. He would swim through the scene, then rush off to the side where a safety diver would feed him air. If he went limp in the water, that was the prearranged signal that he was in trouble and needed air immediately. The heat would sometimes get to Browning, and the latex suit would turn into a sweat box, forcing him to remove the headpiece. Producer William Allen claimed that the Gill-man was based on an obscure South American legend. a weird combination of alligator, fish, and turtle. Underwater work was done in Silver Springs, Florida because of the clarity of the water. The girl being carried off, Julia Adams, was never to become a star, but she had a good year and several more good years at Universal before becoming Jimmy Stewart's wife in a short-lived TV series. Today she's married to actor Ray Danton. On land, the creature was portrayed by Ben Chapman, a stuntman who was much better at hulking and shambling than Browning was. The above-water shots were done on the Universal backlot and on the lagoon where Gilligan's Island was to be made years later. The film was directed by Jack Arnold, who had also directed It Came from Outer Space, and who in later years would direct The Incredible Shrinking Man. Today, he still has a loyal cult following as a result. To everyone's delight, the film was a big hit in 1954, showing in some theaters in its original 3D format. The following year, 1955, Universal brought the monster back in the sequel, Revenge of the Creature, again with the talented swimmer Browning, and again with Jack Arnold directing. During filming at Marine Land in Florida, Browning complained that one turtle in particular kept carrying away one of his foot pieces. Now, Revenge was also directed by Jack Arnold, and his expertise at handling horror material was much in evidence. The film did well, and the following year, 1956, saw a third and final film, The Creature Walks Among Us, although it's considered the least in the series. After being captured, the gill creature undergoes an operation which speeds up his evolutionary process, and he grows air-breathing organs. Back to the ocean, the creature would go to a fate worse than death, which in this case meant no more sequels and no more residuals. The creature's suit? Well, it was thrown out by Universal, but recovered by a janitor who found it in the trash, and he took it home to his son. Eventually, Forrest J. Ackerman, collector of science fiction memorabilia, found the suit and tracked it down and purchased it, and today it hangs in his collection in perfect condition. There have been no more creature movies, but the Gill-man has taken his place among the science fiction horror monsters of the 50s as one of the most original. The long-sought link between man and fish.